Hello, MSN. Would you be able to tell me if you can hear me, please? Good afternoon, by the way. Good evening, by the way. Thanks kindly. Sandel, thank you as well. We'll just give everyone a few minutes to show up. As a matter of fact, I'm doing this on my laptop here, but I'm watching my oh, there we go. I'm watching my desktop computer in the background. Just wanted to see how it shows up. Well, let me see. I hope it doesn't cause any feedback. Word, eh? I'm seeing myself here and I'm also seeing myself up there. Yo, this is kind of neat, man. Mika, our Arletha, Rudolph, Natalie, Perry, Bless Stanley, Lisa, Renee, Badesi. Hey, what's up, Lisa? Thank you so much. Some Stupies, Perry. Done Stupies already, man. Check out the website. I do have another one coming up though. I've done a few of them, but I've got an interesting recipe I tried yesterday with canned lentils. That's gonna show up on Meat Free Monday in maybe next Monday. I'm not sure yet. We've got Golden Ma looking for doubles. We You're gonna have to pay for my cookbook to get that one. All the way from Somalia. What's up, Somalia? Um, Sarah, I'm glad you like that the chickpea. Um, Shell Clark, Irma. Well, guys, as you all know, the format of the show, well, this is, and again, welcome everyone to Recipe Chit Chat, episode 4. Just gotta say a couple things. I know I was MIA for about 2 weeks. I had all plans. 2 weeks ago I was out in Vancouver. I was in Whistler and then Vancouver, and I had all intention of doing a video, doing a live stream, but it just didn't work out. If you guys are following me on Instagram, you would have you would have seen me and talking about the issues I had with luggage and being able to do my interviews and all that stuff like that. But great time in Vancouver. I want to say a special thank you to everyone who saw me moving around gallivanting and said hello and stuff like that. Always a pleasure to travel and to meet so many of you. And then when I came back, I'm reading the some of the comments showing up there. When I came back, I suffered from terrible headaches, and I had a lot of work to do combined with the headache and all that, and I just couldn't do it. There was a lot of emails. There were some people direct messaging me on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. Yeah, I'm good, and the show will continue. I'm glad there's so much support for the live show. I'm glad you guys are liking it. The format of the show, we're going to take the recipe, the last recipe, which would have been Tasty Tuesday a couple days ago, which was the ginger stew chicken with string beans. There were a couple questions in regards to that. After we go through those questions, I will open up the floor then and I'll go through your comments and we're going to, pretty much have a good chat. But before we get to that, if you guys recall in episode 3, which was 2 weeks ago, we did a giveaway. The cookbook here, the Creole Kitchen. And I have to announce the winner as I said I would. I ain't trying to lapse on that. I'm trying to mama guy people and let's get to the point. Drum roll, please. Um, the winner is STL. So I'm guessing it STL is short for St. Louis Bakes. So STL Bakes, Bakes. If you're with us tonight, or if you watch this after it gets posted, please contact me. If you don't contact me within 48 hours of tonight's video, I'll give you until Sunday. Please contact me chris@caribbeanpod.com with your mailing address, and I'll have this book out to you. STL Bakes. I'd love to send this out to you, but I need your address. Now, if STL does not um, respond by Sunday, I'll give him until, well, him or her. I'm not sure if it's a male or a female. Until noon Eastern time on Sunday. If I don't hear from STL Bakes, I will go back in randomly and we will use a generator and grab another winner. And then I will contact that person for their mailing address. So let's get to the couple questions or comments I had in regards to the recipe. Then we'll talk about the giveaway, tonight's giveaway, which will be announced next week. So yeah, I'm forcing you guys to tune in next week to find out if you won or not. Tonight we've got 2 giveaways, so stay tuned. You're gonna want to participate. For the string beans with the ginger stew chicken with the string beans, there were 2 questions. Someone didn't like. They mentioned that they're not a fan of ginger, and ginger can be a bit peppery if you're not accustomed to it. But personally, I love ginger, and they were asking, what can they substitute for that ginger and not use that ginger? One of the things I fell in love with ever since I came across Thai and Vietnamese food is lemongrass. Now, if you are from the Caribbean, you will know that what most people call lemongrass, we call fever grass. I remember as a kid, got a fever, mom or dad would go in the backyard, dig some out, make some tea, some hot tea with that lemongrass, and it breaks your fever. So I grew up calling it fever grass. Instead of the ginger, if I were you, what I would do is get some of the tender, not the outer stem, but the inner stem of it, and sort of julienne it and put it instead of that of the ginger. Wicked taste, and it does have a bit of a ginger taste as well. Mind you, it's not as pronounced. It's a totally different flavor profile, to be honest with you. So for ginger, you can use lemongrass. If you're in North America and you can't get lemongrass, try Vietnamese, Thai, any sort of Asian market. You will get it in there. And if you can't get it fresh, you can always get it in the frozen section as well, because there are times I get it in the frozen section. I do a wicked ginger beef stir fry. Maybe I'll share it with you guys one of these days if there's interest for that. The second sort of the second sort of question that I had in regards to that recipe was, instead of string beans, can I use something else? You can use French beans. You can use bodi, as we call it. Well, down in the Southern Caribbean, we call it bodi. The rest of the world call it yard bean. Now, if you're using yard beans, you'll want to cut it a bit smaller and you'll want to cook it a bit longer. It tends to take a little bit longer to cook to get soft and tender. So French beans, bodi, as well as string beans. If all fails and you have access to same, I'm not sure what the rest of the world calls it, but it's a sort of a flat bean, maybe about, well, it depends. There's a broad one, there's a skinny one, there's a purple one. There's different varieties of same. And I believe it's spelled S-E-I-M. I'm not sure. But that works as well. You really got to trim it good, though. And it does have a bit of a tart taste to it as well. Not tart, but a sort of a green vegetable. It's hard to describe. There's a unique flavor to that as well, but it works great in this dish. So those were the only sort of comments or questions we received this week for the ginger stew chicken. If you haven't tried it yet, I encourage you to try it. If you haven't seen the video yet, just check out here Caribbean Pot on YouTube. Yo, you're gonna love that video, man. A nice something to make for your family this weekend. And that reminds me, if you're new, if you're just jumping onto the live chat here and you don't know anything about Caribbean Pot and what we do, we explore the culinary culture of the Caribbean. So if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe thing wherever it is there. You want to, trust me, got some nice things happening here. It's a wonderful community. Let's look at the chat, man. Guys, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up if you guys don't mind. Really appreciate that. We're at 33 thumbs up, and we've got 64 people tuned in so far. Yo, tell a friend, man. Jump on that Instagram and WhatsApp and text and tell a friend, yo, Chris doing live chat. I had a couple more things I wanted to mention. I've tried something called Meat Free Monday, and I've been exploring that a bit more. Not necessarily vegan, but definitely vegetarian, no meat whatsoever. There's been some good feedback. Now, in the comments here, if you guys are interested in more of those videos, please leave me a little "What's up, Chris" there, a little thumbs up or something. Just for me to know that you guys are interested in those recipes. So I will try my best to do some more meat-free Mondays. Now, here's the thing. When I do a meat-free Monday, I won't necessarily do a Tasty Tuesday. So we will sacrifice a Tasty Tuesday for a meat-free Monday. I hope that makes sense for you guys. So do leave me a comment down below anywhere. Send me a message or something. Chris, we'd like to get more of those meat-free Monday recipes. The other thing is, I get countless emails, messages, and stuff like that asking about cooking classes. And it's something I did give some thought to about a year ago. But because of personal issues and stuff like that, I didn't really explore it further. This summer, I'm thinking about starting that, but I'm still trying to get this sort of format together and where and how. And obviously, there's going to be costs involved and stuff like that. I'm trying to keep it as affordable as it can possibly be. It's not about making money, but sharing the culture. But I ain't trying to take everything on my shoulder, you know. So I'm thinking it will be something that's traveling. So I will take it to the Caribbean. I will take it to major cities in the US, major cities in Europe. We're going to probably start off here first in my hometown of Hamilton. Then we're going to take it over to Toronto and then the rest of the world. So when I travel, what I'll do, and lately I've been traveling quite a bit, I will try to find locations where we can do a cooking class or two, especially for kids. You know, I love working with kids and passing on the knowledge. And we're going to get to tonight's giveaway. And then we're going to open up the floor. Guys, I really didn't have time to go through and read all of your comments right now, but I will go back and read your comments. So please, if you had something important to say and you think I ignored you, please repeat the comment and I'll tell you when, after we announce tonight's giveaway. And tonight's giveaway is, in the past 3 or 4 videos, you would have seen me use an electric pepper mill in some of my videos. And there's been a lot of people asking, Chris, where can we get one of those? And to be honest with you, I couldn't remember where I bought it. No, that electric pepper mill does not belong to me. It belongs to Kiana, my daughter. And she doesn't like people touching her stuff. So this is on the down low right now. But people, you know, people like it. So I thought I'm going to go back looking for it. Now, the store I thought I bought it at, they didn't have it there. But I did, by mistake, end up finding it. So tonight, we've got 2 of those. Well, there's no batteries in it right now. Yo, there's dust on this, man. Where did this come from? Word. Brand new. We've got 2 electric pepper mills. So the pepper goes in here. The batteries go up in here. Put it back down. This is the sort of mechanism to start and stop. You keep your finger on it. And you would have seen me use it on my videos, in my videos. What the jail is this, boy? Did I already break it? Oh, there we go. So you would just press here, and then the pepper would come out here. I'll be honest with you. I'm not into the whole lazy man thing. I love to, you know, crank my pepper like that with the one that I have there. But this thing is kind of neat, though, man. You just over there. So I've got 2 of those. So 2 people, just leave a comment right now. You've got to leave a comment. Chris, sign me up. Chris, I want in on that giveaway. Um, you can even say, yo, the sky is blue. I don't care, but it will automatically enter you for this giveaway. We'll choose 2 people randomly. Remember, we did the other giveaway, and we're still waiting to hear from STL Bakes. Hit me a little WhatsApp. So 2 people will be chosen randomly, and I will announce the winners. Yeah, we got an S this time. We got 2 people. Next Thursday. And next Thursday's episode 5. We'll announce the 2 winners. Man, I can't believe this. My allergies are acting up. Please excuse me. I can't believe this. Please, if I can mute this. Oh, no, it's not muting. There we go. What's going on with this thing, man? There we go. We're back live again. So we went through the questions for the ginger stewed chicken. We went through tonight's giveaway, and again, you got to leave a comment to be entered automatically. We've got 2 of them, electric pepper mills, which means I got to go and find something interesting to give away next week. Hey, maybe you're a company watching out there. If you want to send something for us to do a giveaway here, check me out on CaribbeanPod.com. On the very top, you'll see contact. My address is there. Send it over. You'll get some free promo on this channel here in our giveaways. So, guys, now let's open up the floor. If you have something to say, why is this mic doing that to me tonight, boy? Aruna. Aruna is saying that she likes the current roll recipe. I've got another one coming up pretty soon. I should have done it a while ago. I've got a cheat version of that current roll coming up. Candace is asking for pot bake or sada on an electric stove. When I had an electric stove, what I would do, Candace. So I don't know if you use a non-stick frying pan. I don't know if you have a tawa, which is the sort of steel flat thing that you make it on. What I would do then, because you don't have that flame to sort of, normally you pull back the tawa, you push the roti over the flame and you spin it, and it swells. The trick is, if you're using an electric stove, once you get that color on both sides, take the sada roti on a cloth, put it in your microwave, and microwave it for about 30, 40 seconds. I kid you not, this works. All of a sudden, it's going to swell. You get a perfectly swollen swollen roti, I guess. Dude, you see how people quick to Morby is saying, how am I going to share the culture without Morby and sauce? There are 2 sauce recipe on the website, and there's a Morby recipe on the website. Don't come so. Your boy got things covered, man. Jessica, thanks kindly. Yeah, you got to get that tower from Trinidad, Candace. But if all fails, get a griddle pan or a non-stick pan. Now, the problem with that is the sides are pretty high, so you can't get that good motion going, but it does work. If you check the Asian markets, they usually, especially the East Indian stores in North America, they usually have a version which has a wooden handle, with a sort of a round, almost like a tennis racket. It's not, personally, it's a bit thinner, and I don't think it's going to transfer the heat evenly like our traditional tower in the Caribbean would, but it still works. We've got Sheldine from Toronto. We've got Greg. Yeah, man, we've got Greg. There are, I believe, 4 curry goat recipes on the website. In the oven, on the stovetop, in there's another one I did. There's a lamb recipe that's really good as well too. Um, Daily tried the coconut oxtail. Glad you gave it a try, and I'm even more happy that it turned out well for you. Oh, Miss Miller is asking, what is my favorite bottle dried curry? Are we talking curry powder? I am partial to the stuff coming out of Trinidad and Tobago, to be honest with you. There's some good stuff out of Jamaica and Guyana as well, but as a Trinbagonian, unfortunately, they don't support me back. But the stuff from Trinidad is not bad at all. If you direct message me, I'll tell you the name. I really don't want to say it. You know, they ain't really paying your boy no money for that. So, um, we've got a guava berry wine. Are you from St. Martin by chance? I think I came across that in St. Martin. Oh, one of my somebody walked by the screen there. But Mika, I do make my own curry powder, and it will be coming to market. And I don't mean to be pitching it on here because it's a bit away from being ready. But I will have a nice curry powder coming to market pretty soon. Sweet potato fries. To be honest with you, I don't think I have done that. Hen 10. I will add it to my list of to do along with the doubles. We were asking earlier. Someone was asking earlier about the doubles. Justin is asking about Scotch bonnet peppers. I'm not sure where you're based, but I get decent stuff from in Asian markets. To be honest with you, the West Indian markets, we've got good stuff, but it tends to be really high priced. And here's the thing, and I tell people this: if you cannot get Scotch bonnet peppers, while I'm a huge fan of it, I'm also just as huge a fan of habanero peppers. That sort of fruity undertone. It's I love it, man. It's delightful. Thomas is asking if I'm chefing it up at any restaurants right now. No, sir. Soon, maybe. Um, yeah, Navin, that's correct. I did see Scotch bonnet peppers at Whole Foods. And to be honest with you, I think one of the Whole Foods I went into had organic Scotch bonnet peppers. So hey, there you go. Um, haha, my girl Alicia Leacock in the house from Tobago. We got that ferry working yet, Alicia? um, am I a professional chef? I'd love to know the definition of a professional chef. Can I work with them? Well, if you guys follow me for a while, you would know that last November I was part of the team that represented, well, not a team, but I represented Canada and by extension the Caribbean at the Barbados Food and Rum Festival. Um, and I cook alongside two Michelin chefs, one from England and one from the United States. So I can do my thing. I also represented Canada at a cooking competition in Seoul, South Korea, a few years as well. So I'm not sure how to answer that, to be honest with you. Cookie Alexander. Trini vibe, man. Yes. um, just add beer. If you jump back, I gotta say hello to my friend Donna. Donna, how are you doing? Um, just add beer. If you jump back on Caribbean Pot here on the channel, you will see my garden. Every year I do a garden, and every year, I try different peppers. So last year I had, I think, 7 different varieties of hot peppers. I grew a lot of herbs as well, not the smoking one. No, mind you, It's going to be legal in Canada soon, and I think I'm allowed to grow 2 plants. So I will be growing a couple plants because I want to start. And I know a lot of people, some will be for it and against it and stuff like that, but I really want to experiment. I'm not a smoker. I don't smoke. I hardly drink alcohol as well. A good rum or a good scotch ever so often. Very rare, to be honest with you. But I want to plant a couple plants to play around with some recipes and stuff like that. We're cooking with marijuana. So hopefully it gets passed here in Canada soon. That, well, not hopefully, but hopefully I'm allowed to plant it. I ain't trying to cause no ruction with people for and against and stuff like that. Oh, Candace remembers. Yeah, when I did that curry corn, first we roasted it on the grill, and then we did. But in that, you would see parts of my garden, and I don't have a big backyard. I wish I did, but for the space I have, I make good use of it. Loretta, how are you doing? Mika, you trying to get me to come across there? um, yeah, I know you guys do all the edibles and everything out there in the Netherlands. Um, do you get good goat? Want to see a goat recipe? There are, and I mentioned this earlier, Petal. I believe there's 4 or 5 goat recipes. I haven't done a stew goat yet, but soon come. Keldon, what you saying? Logan, um, uh, Wyatt. How you doing, man? Wyatt, I don't know if you guys pay attention to the comments when I post a recipe. For the past good 5 years, I would say Wyatt is one of those people who is always the first person to leave comments. Yo, did I just spit on my hand, man? What kind of boulders thing is that? But Wyatt has been a true supporter for years, man. Um, I didn't see David, Pastor David, online tonight, or did I see him earlier? But he's another person who's been supporting me for quite a long time as well. Well, rest up, Loretta. Put your foot up. If you're into wine, well, I'm drinking water, so. Yo, what those kids really doing in my kitchen there, man? If you guys watching there, you'll see them. Oh, there's one. I think she's eating something. Tonight I'm doing for dinner. I'm doing oh, there's David. Um Logan, appreciate that, man. Tonight I'm doing grilled shrimp tacos. Well, that was the plan, but then plans changed. We're doing that tomorrow, but we only have 1 pack of shrimp. We need more. So I ended up we're making burgers. But Taya, you guys would know Taya from a lot of my videos. Girlfriend is thawing out the shrimp. She wants me to grill the shrimp to put onto her burgers, so it'll be an interesting burger tonight. Oh, bless Stanley. Sorry, I didn't see a question. What is your question? Can you help me with my question, please? What is the question? If you don't mind repeating it, sorry. Here's the thing. I don't know if you guys realize this, but on this side here, there's all the chat keeps going, and it's hard to keep track of everything. So if I miss something, it wasn't on purpose. So please understand that. Yo, there's a fruit fly in here now. What the jail is this, boy? um, how do you pick the right breadfruit to roast? That is, it is a video I've been hoping to do for a while now. You want what they call a full breadfruit, which means it's fully mature, almost to the point where it's going to start ripening soon. So the skin may be green going into yellow. You want it to be nice and big and sort of light. If it's overly heavy, it means they picked it too early. So a sort of a light skin color, sort of light in weight, and well, no blemishes and stuff like that. Check the stem as well. You want that stem nice and firm in there as well too. If it's overly heavy, I would be a little bit mindful of that, because sometimes they pick it too young. What we say young. Um, those are the sort of tips. Now, the problem I face here in Canada, and I love to do videos like that. So I'd love to be able to buy 4 or 5 different breadfruit, bring it home and do a video and show you what to buy, what not to buy, why to buy it, and what to look for on the outside and stuff like that. But most of the times I'm paying around $3.54 a pound. So one breadfruit will cost me close to, I don't know, $25 or something like that. Yeah, Donna, it is very expensive. So if I do come across some, um, you know what? I'm gonna be in the Caribbean in June. If you don't mind waiting, um, I'll try to get some a video done. I don't know if you guys saw the video of my father's backyard in Trinidad, but there's a big breadfruit tree there. So hopefully, there's some when I go and I'll do a video. Um, Cookie Alexander, U.S. dollars. I'm not sure what the question was. Oh, Beatrice is asking, what type of rice do I cook with? Long grain brown parboil. The only rice I eat. And to be honest with you, the only reason why I don't eat more white rice, one, it's less healthy for you, and two, um, I can't cook it. It always goes soggy on me. This doesn't work out for me, and I don't use a rice cooker. I like to do things, the old school way. So I love me some long grain parboiled brown rice. That's a mouthful. I have Petal. There is a black eyed pea soup recipe, but I'm guessing you're talking about like a black eyed pea stew kind of thing. I will try to get to one of those. They're pretty good with ham hock in there, to be honest with you. Um, Jessica, I do cook wild rice from time to time, but since it's not something that we would normally cook in the Caribbean, I didn't grow up eating it, so my appreciation for it is not high. Personally, some of the wild rice, it's like eating sticks, to be honest with you, and I ain't trying to eat sticks, man. David wants to send me his version of the green seasoning. Yo, and here's the thing: if you guys have recipes you would love to share with me, um, please share. I'm always willing to learn and to see how everybody does things differently. And I don't know, maybe the recipe will end up on here and you'll get full credit for it. One of the things I'm working on, the new version of CaribbeanPod.com, is a discussion forum. And this is where we're going to be trading recipes and having more conversations like this and stuff like that. So keep your eyes out for that. Sandra, you're welcome. Sahara is asking if I grow my own produce during the summertime. So stuff like tomato. Last year I planted potato as well. A lot of beans, a lot of peppers, cucumbers, a lot of herbs. What else did I have? A lot of eggplant. My first time planting eggplant, and I was very successful. I mean, successful planting it. I try every year, and I never get stuff. But this year I had some good eggplant. Mogins. Yo, there's another long time supporter there. Doubles recipes. Yeah, we gotta shut down the internet with that recipe. You know, it's not working out for me, man. I've tried a few times. It just isn't working out for me, that doubles thing. So I'm waiting to perfect it first. Um, Jessica's asking, for a cup of wild rice, how much water do you have to use? Typically, it's 2 to 1. 1 cup rice, 2 cups water, liquid, whatever liquid. But now, here's the thing with that. Since I don't cook wild rice, I could be totally wrong. Now, guessing, I would go 1.5 or 1 3/4 cups water with 1 cup of rice, because I know it's a smaller grain rice. And I think you would be successful with that. The other thing is, if you wanted to add some more flavor, and I saw one of my daughters doing that, is when they cook rice. If you're doing I like the boiling rice and pour out the water. My daughter, when she cooks it, she does the water dries out in the pot. Um, it's a culture thing. Some of the islands we do it like that. Some of the other islands we don't do it like that. She uses vegetable stock or chicken stock in there, and it gives the rice an awesome flavor. She also tosses in green peas and corn sometimes, and she does her thing. Marcano. I am related to the Marcanos. I wonder which Marcano you are. That is interesting. Breadfruit prices, you should be growing that. Yeah, I wish I had the ability to do that. Salima is asking about tomatoes. Hard time to grow them. Any advice? Good soil, good drainage soil. Um, be sure to water on time. What else? Prune the tree when you can. The bottom leaves, take those out, and then when they start at the very top, there's a word for that. When they start doing, it's not suckers. I can't remember, but you've got to clip. When a branch goes up and you see in the middle, that doesn't look too good, boy. But anyway, you've got to break those little suckers or whatever you call them out as well. Kiba, Kiba, Etienne. Okay, I don't like black eyed peas. Here's the thing: growing up on the islands, my mom never cooked black eyed peas in our house. My dad would say those peas, the black eye would be looking at him when he's eating it, and he would freak out. So he never had black eyed peas in our house. um, Appreciate that, Daily. Yeah. And the thing with Daily is saying he likes the my version of green seasoning. Two things, guys, friends, neighbors. When I say guys, I mean male, female. So don't feel away. Green seasoning, I would recommend you don't buy it in the bottle in those stores because the color, the consistency, the texture, just read the label. There's additives in there. You don't need all that nonsense in your body. And two, when you're making your green seasoning, personalize it to your own liking. For instance, with me, I don't like rosemary. I don't like basil. Never goes into my green seasoning. I love garlic. I love hot peppers. I love shadow benning. You know what I mean? All those things goes in there. Um, Cookie Alexander, barbecue pigtail. I came across that in Barbados a few years ago, and that thing is an instant hit. I have a nice recipe on the website there with barbecue pigtails. Guys, remember to hit that thumbs up if you don't mind. We've been going now for 38 minutes. I'm going to try to shut it down because I'm going to hear people complaining about Thomas cookbooks out. If so, how much and where? The cookbook is about $22. You can get it at westindianfoodcompany.com or you can get it on amazon.com and amazon.ca. Excuse me, for international deliveries, you have to check out westindianfoodcompany.com. We'll sort you guys out from there. One more time, guys, a reminder. We've got the 2 electric pepper mills to give away. 2 lucky people. Please tell me I didn't break it right. No, it's good again. Please leave a comment. If you haven't left a comment yet, just say hello, just smile, whatever you need to do. Without leaving a comment there, your name will not be entered. Candice, yeah, man, you can get it. You get a Shadow Benny just about everywhere. Well, in Ontario, anyways. Check 1, West Indian stores, 2, Asian stores, 3, Latino stores. So it will be called Shadow Benny. It could be called Nagagao. It could be called culantro, and there's another word. There's another word they use, sawtooth or something like that. But you can find it there. Remember, if you can't get Shadow Benny, cilantro is also a good. You're all the way in Moncton. Yeah, you may have problems out there. I would just use cilantro. Just put a little bit extra and you'll be good, man. Patrice, how you doing? Patrice Walker, Charles. Loretta, here's the thing, the Walmart in my area, yo, I'm getting Edos in there, I'm getting plantain, I am getting avocado, I am getting papaya. I saw cassava there. The odd time there's breadfruit. So don't sleep too much on Walmart. Walmart, they're going after that ethnic that ethnic market now. Because you got to remember, it's not only West Indians or Caribbean people eating this stuff, right? Folks out from with an Asian background, with African background, Central America, we all eat pretty much the same food. Anelda is asking, seeds of the scorpion peppers here in Alabama in Montgomery. You just they're being sold. You can buy them online, man. Just search pepper seeds or scorpion pepper seeds online, and you can get it. The thing is, it takes a long while to germinate and become plants. So you want to do it early in midwinter. Start the plants indoor and then take them outside. Now, it does take a while, but be mindful. Those scorpion peppers, they're insane. I plant them and I still have some in the freezer. I use the tiniest piece in my dishes. Yo, wicked flavor, man. Sandra, when? Thank you so much. Say hello to your family for me. AK Francis, London, as in London, England, or London, Ontario? Bless Stanley. Thank you so much. Yeah, do join us again next week. Princess Town in the house, Stefan. I've got a new Jira chicken coming out pretty soon. You're gonna like that one. This one is with bones and everything. Thanks, David. I appreciate that. England. Yo, England's got a West Indian community there since the 50s, 40s. Well, yo, you guys got that. Let me get into that tonight, but you should have access to a lot of good Caribbean produce there. I would assume. Loretta, I love the way you put that. You're the only one with a tan. Oh man, friends. Ah, there he is. It he or she? STL Bakes. You're the winner. Pass on your your mailing address for me. I'll have that thing shipped out over the weekend. I hope. Here it is. So hit me an email, chris@caribbeanpod.com. Tell me who you are, and I'll have that out to you. West London, Virginia in the house. Cindy, um, Cookie saying her husband doesn't eat pork chop. Here's the thing. Ah, look who's here. Roger Brooks himself out of Texas. My guy. Um, a lot of the recipes where I use pork, back to Cookie and the her husband doesn't eat pork. A lot of my recipes where I use pork, you can always substitute chicken, um, beef, as well as turkey. So you're good to go, man. Roger Brooks, that's my guy, man. Roger, how did the Grenadian oil down turn out, partner? No, I didn't break it, man. It's still it's still there. Um, Charles, while there was only one, well, I did buy two of these books, but I man bought one for himself as well too. So I collect. If you see behind me there, most of it they're all cookbooks. I have some down in the basement as well. Heather Clark. We've got Charles. Oh, yes, exactly. Where are my Grenadians tonight? Love that, man. Love that. I'm glad that that grenade, the oil down came out good. Well, friends, I am. Oh, STL Bakes. It is Chris, CHRIS, at CaribbeanPot.com. Or if you go to CaribbeanPot.com, click on the contact tab on the top there. You can send me an email from there as well. Friends, I am going to call it quits now. I've got to go grill them burgers for dinner. And a certain kid wants grilled shrimp on her burgers, so more work for me. Um, Plus, I'm thinking I'm gonna go to the liquor store, and I spoke earlier about not drinking alcohol too much, but um, an apple cider tonight might hit the spot with that burger. Tiny Whiny, always a pleasure. Sandra, Grenada in the house. Irie, guys, it was a pleasure being here with you guys tonight. Remember to hit that thumbs up one more time. Tell people what we're doing here on Caribbean Pot. I mean, it's not just me. We're a community, and we're sharing our culinary culture with the world. The amount of people interested in our food and our culinary culture, and by extension, our entire culture. It's amazing. Have a good night. We will chat next Thursday. I'm hoping to do a video on Saturday live on Facebook. If you're not following me yet on Facebook, well, not me, but Caribbean Pot on Facebook, it's called The Real Caribbean Pot. Somebody snag Caribbean Pot, and I'm a guy in itself with that. But um, mom and dad is going to be here on Saturday. So if I have time, I will jump on the live on Facebook. If not, got to do the thing with moms and pops. You know what I mean? Have a good night. Blessings, everyone.